Well, I do have this one tale, but I'm not sure if a lot of you will enjoy it.
Oh, come on, Nightmare Bonnie. I'm sure it's really good.
Alright, if you say so. You've all heard the tale of the Boogeyman or the Grim Reaper, right? Then you've never heard the tale of the Nightmare Box. It was an average day in a small, quiet neighborhood for this young boy. He was the more social awkward among the other kids in his surroundings. One day, his mother had bought an old music box she found at an antique store. She gave it to her son, as he was told it would help him sleep better at night. The kid had the stereotypical fear of monsters living under his bed or closet. So he placed the music box right next to his nightstand, and it started to play this beautiful little melody. He enjoyed listening to the whimsical melody and thanked his mother, and before she left the room, she boldly told her son that he was not to use it after midnight. The clerk who sold it to her never fully explained why, but she simply assumed that it's old and it would be best to only use it when needed. The boy, however, thought it seemed counterproductive for her to get a music box and then to be told off not to use it at a certain time. But he thought the music box looked cool and simply shrugged it off. As the night rolled in, the kid was getting ready for bed. He turned on his nightlight and turned off his lamp. After a solid hour had rolled over, the boy still hadn't managed to fall asleep. The creaks and bumps of the night is what always kept him up, but tonight was a lot worse, since it had been a very windy and gusty autumn. He managed to doze off for a short while, but now he was wide awake again. He didn't know what to do in hindsight, until he remembered the music box his mother gave him. But he was told not to use it after midnight. It was at this point he didn't care what would happen and just wanted a good night's sleep. So he wound up the music box all the way with a key that looked like it hadn't been used for a very long time, and the melody began to play. Oddly, however, it was playing in a very low pitch compared to the high and almost heartwarming tune it normally played. But the boy didn't care, as he found it very oddly soothing, and it wasn't long until he finally dozed off again. He finally got the sleep he was looking for. Or so he thought. The boy was awoken by subtle creaking noises coming from under his bed. He tried to turn on his lamp, but to no avail. He didn't dare to climb out of his bed, as he feared the worst. The creaking was only getting louder, and the strange noises started to erupt. He turned on his flashlight, and he saw long, pointed fingers wiggling out from the sides of his bed. He was petrified and couldn't believe what he was seeing. A real monster, in the flesh, hiding under his bed. It wasn't long, however, that the fingers started wiggling back from under his bed and disappeared. The boy was left frozen in fear for a bit, but as he peeked under his bed to see if this monster was still there, nothing. He was relieved at first, but his relief didn't last long. And just like that, the little boy was never seen again.